You just need your clients to succeed for you to succeed. I'm not afraid of saying that. That's why I'm very proud of my clients. I get very close with them because I care about them as humans, and I'm proud of what they're achieving in their lives and in their business. It's time to stop spinning your wheels, wasting time, money, and energy building your brand alone on social media. Hi, I'm Sophia Spallino, the host of Social Equity, the podcast, here to help you build your own profitable personal brand, the social equity you can rely on to make the money that you deserve. Are you ready, Miss Future Millionaire? Let's get into it. What if I told you you shouldn't just accept payments from anyone? Shouldn't take money from just anybody, even if they want to hand it to you. And I learned this actually from my little sister. Now, have I always applied this? Yes, but I learned this framework from my little sister who runs a very big business herself. And I was like, okay, totally applying this to my business in a way where I actually have a checklist now, because it was something I always did, but I didn't have a framework to check it off. And I love a framework. Oh my gosh, do I love a framework, because it allows me to sink into my feminine energy if I have these masculine structures to just check off and know I'm on that right path, right? Like if you knew the few income producing activities every day that you need to do, wouldn't you do them? And then you could build a business. And if you knew the rules, essentially, of having a good client, a client that you want to have in your life, wouldn't you follow them? And then that way you have a smooth client experience and client coaching experience, because that can be a pretty intimate relationship. So let's dive in. Let's get into it. There are 3 specific characteristics that I must identify in someone before I will invite them into my signature program. Definitely don't want just anyone in there. I don't know how many women are in there when you're going to be listening to this, but I'm recording this episode before I head to Europe on May 8th, which, by the way, pause. People have asked me twice today, actually, Sophia, I want to work with you, but I will wait till you're back from Europe. I'm like, wait till I'm back. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? I am going to be working in Europe the same way I work from America. I live a life of freedom. I can do whatever I want during the day. I just need to serve my clients. That's it. All I do is serve my clients, create some content, call it a day. So it's the same thing. If you've been curious, yeah, I'm a DM away. It doesn't matter that I'm in Europe. My life is built around freedom. I have a freedom business, and I'm happy to have a chat with you. But anyway, aside from the point, let's go back to it. Let's get back in my little ADD squirrel brain. I can't be alone in this. It's how my brain works. Something pops out. I'm like, wait, I need to say that. Okay, back into the zone. Let me ground. Okay, 3 specific characteristics you've got to identify in someone before you take them on as a client. And believe me, you don't want to just accept money from anyone. There is no bigger pain in the booty than taking on a misaligned client and taking on a misaligned client's money. And learn from my experience. You don't want to do that. As a service provider, I not only care about my clients because I want them to win in life and in business, but truthfully, egoically, if they won't be the kind of person that gets results, how can I share results of my clients to get more clients if I take on clients that are not willing to take the literal magic I'm handing them on a silver platter, the strategy and the energy behind building a multi-6-figure business? And if they're the kind of person to not do anything with that, I don't want them near me, because it wouldn't be so good for my reputation. Selfishly, you need your clients to succeed for you to succeed, whether you're a fitness coach, Whether you're a lawyer, I mean, you're giving someone legal advice, you want them to follow through on it. You don't want them to make things more complex for a case. Whether you are a tax professional, whether you are a chiropractor, whether you're a therapist, you need your clients to follow through on the protocols that you give them to treat their problem. And you just need your clients to succeed for you to succeed. I'm not afraid of saying that. That's why I'm very proud of my clients. I get very close with them because I care about them as humans, and I'm proud of what they're achieving in their lives and in their business. Also, if you land a misaligned client, the kind that wanted to bargain with you on your rates to begin with, they end up being so problematic. And once I discovered how to attract the right clients, I just quit accepting anyone who wasn't because, to be frank, I don't need that money. So I want you to get to a place energetically where you don't need someone's money who isn't going to be an ideal client. If they're not the one for you, they're not the one for you. No hard feelings. I rarely even have a sales conversation with someone where they're misaligned because I don't even let it get to that point. I can tell right away this is an application-based process to get into my highest level programs, right? And that's how it should be for you. Now, their protocol for this is I make sure that I only take on a AAA client. Now, what does that mean? I want you to write this down. 1, they have the assets to pay you without question. They are financially available. If they do not have the money, they will find a way to get the money because they understand the investment that you are and their priorities are in check. They actually want what you provide, the transformation you provide so much. And they're at that point in their lives where they want to make that decision because they know continuing on without help, without the support, without whatever you offer, whatever I offer, would keep them running in circles, wasting time forever. It's the kind of person that knows it's a no-brainer to work with you. They get it. They feel it's not a cost. It's an investment, and they know that in their core. They make it happen. They don't blink an eye. Their priorities are in check. There is no convincing someone that you're worth the investment. They've seen your content. They understand the results you get for clients, like the hundreds of thousands of followers that I've helped clients get, the 30K months I've helped clients get. Like, they know what will happen when they actually take action on the plan that you've set as their leader, as their coach. Give me 1 second. I want to take a nice little sip of my salt. You guys know I don't drink coffee. But I heat up the chocolate salts. Oh my gosh. And it's so, so, so good. Okay, let's see. I always do this mid-podcast. I read the reminders that come to my phone because I always have affirmations popping up. And the one that just popped up now is, God, show me how good it can get. Surprise me, delight me. You should add that as a reminder on your phone. God, show me how good it can get. Surprise me, delight me. And that is my prayer for you as you are listening to this. God, universe, source, whatever you call it, show her how good it can get. Surprise her, delight her. That's good. I'm glad that popped up mid-recording. Okay, so back to making up the AAA client. 1, they have the assets to pay without question. 2, they have the attitude of someone you want to work with, someone you want to be around. Look, I love my clients. We get so close. I genuinely care about seeing them wake up to 3 sales overnight, having excess money in their bank accounts. And I can probably tell you how they met their partner with enthusiasm and might even make a lesbian TikTok video about it because I know them that well. I couldn't get close to women, though, with the cups half empty type of attitude. The kind of women that are, oh, I'm trying. oh, I'm trying, or, oh, like life's not that good vibe, and they're not flying high and wanting more and not wanting to be around women who want more, not wanting to be in a community that is transformative of women who are actually in their arena doing the things. If they're trying women, quote unquote, whining women, I don't want it, because I want to be around women who are doing it. Women who are like, this is my moment to choose me. And I know that if I don't quit, I will succeed. And that is the kind of woman I want to be around. That is the kind of woman who will rise. And that's the energy I surround myself with. And I'm not energetically available for anything less. And you shouldn't either. The third trait of a AAA client is the potential of advocacy in the future. Okay, I don't know if you're catching on to this, but AAA assets, attitude, advocacy. Let's dig into advocacy. So, like I kind of mentioned in the beginning, if you're not my next best case study, that would be a major disservice to you to invest in working with me. And it would be a major disservice to me because I want to be able to say, look what she did with my help. Look at what happened when she joined PPB. In 2 weeks, she was able to have this transformation. In 3 months, she was able to make this much money. In 6 months, she built a profitable personal brand. Like, I want women who are ready to scale. We've had women come in and in 2 weeks make more money. In 2 months, scale to thousands more. In 4 months, 30K months. Like, this is possible. It is more than possible for you. And I won't accept anyone who I don't believe has what it takes on the inside to succeed once I hand them those tools. And I want you to feel the same way, because you got to protect your business. And especially if you have a private community and you want just badasses in that community, you don't want someone bringing the energy down, then you need to make sure that they are energetically worthy of showing up for themselves. Like, they have what it takes to show up for themselves. Okay, so I know what your next question is. How do I attract a AAA client? It is by talking about the kind of women you want to work with, just like I just did. Like, seriously, don't just listen to me and learn from me. Really watch what I'm doing. That is how you attract a AAA client. 1, by embodying your work, so much so that energetically you're going to attract the right thing. 2, having those boundaries where you don't accept the wrong thing. 3, magnetic messaging, calling her forth. Only calling forth the woman who is already at the point where she's activated enough and she is probably supported in every other area of life, but just needs you to solve this one problem. Quit going after people who can't afford to work with you, and go after people who have everything but what they need you to help them with. And you will see money below. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Social Equity. I know it was powerful. Could have charged for this training, but of course, I want to give, because these are the things I wish I knew a few years ago. I would have grown my business so much faster. I don't know where I am in the world right now as I record this on May 8th for you to indulge in the future. But wherever I am wishing you well. And remember, you can reach out to me whether I am at the beach in Florida or I'm on a beach in Italy or I'm living my best life taking a walk in my everyday neighborhood. I live a life of freedom. So reach out. Don't be shy if you have a question. And if I think you're the right fit for what I have to offer, I'm happy to send you a free training, an intensive training, the kind of training I wish I had. And that's it. Don't accept less, guys. Don't accept less. Only accept the AAA client. You can have high standards. There's nothing wrong with preferences. I've got plenty of them, whether it's in dating or it's in business. Have your preferences. have your boundaries, and go out there and get what you want. Congratulations for listening to another episode of the Social Equity Podcast. Every moment you invest in building your brand is contributing to your social equity. If you're an exhausted coach or service provider, or you're just getting started building your brand from scratch, I can't wait to give you the first steps to go from 0 to 5K months and advance to 10 to 20K months. But why should you take my word for it? Well, I've spent over 9 years in the industry, amassing over 350,000 followers across platforms like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, as well as hosting a top charting podcast, building a successful service provider business, and coaching powerful women to build purposeful, profitable personal brands. So yeah, you should lean in and listen to the social media secrets, sales tips, marketing strategies, and mindset hacks I share. I want to help you build your dream business that makes real money, leveraging the power of a personal brand on social media. Because you're ready to quit wasting time on content that isn't working and start bringing in the money you deserve as a purpose-led coach or service provider, sharing your gifts with the world. So for a limited time, I'm giving away your first steps to go from 0 to 5K months and advance to 10K to 20K months. Grab my newly revamped Profitable Personal Brand Blueprint, the proven framework to build yourself a personal brand that motivates, inspires, and sells so that your business can thrive the way it should. Just go to the link in the show notes. To ask me questions in real time, join me on Instagram Live for the live podcast show. The schedule is always posted on my profile. My handle is @Sophia Spallino. And if you're tired of posting without a reliable strategy and posting without maximal profit, just like many of my clients were before, then you want to join the Profitable Personal Brand 6-month coaching program. Many of you asked how you can get me to coach you on building a profitable personal brand like the one I have. That's why I designed this coaching program, so you could have me coach you, guide you, and mentor you. This is for female coaches, service providers, and entrepreneurs who want to be known for purposeful work and build an extremely profitable personal brand on social media without wasting time. Whether you're a novice at creating or you're feeling stuck, hitting a plateau in business that once had consistent revenue and need guidance, support, and coaching to get to your next level, book a strategy call to speak with either me or my team to see if we'd be the right fit to work with each other inside of the Profitable Personal Brand 6-month coaching program. Mind you, I am very selective and this coaching program is not for everyone because I'm only taking on serious, purpose-driven, and committed soul sisters inside of my community. If that's you, book your free strategy call now. The link is in the show notes. And if you feel yourself come alive and get excited to take radical responsibility for building your social equity, your personal brand that no one can take from you, leave a 5-star rating with a kind review wherever you listen to podcasts. And be sure to share the show with a powerful woman you know. And remember, with a positive mindset and a profitable personal brand, all things are possible. So go get up and go get what you want.